can a mom possibly keep up with the household while she's homeschooling every morning and perhaps even early afternoon? Well, that's very easily solved if you realize how badly your children need to learn those skills. If you're doing all the housework on your own without sharing that load with your children, then this is going to be too much for you. So one of the very first things that I suggest a homeschool mom does is get out a piece of paper and write down every job that she's doing all day long, because you really can't add homeschooling unless you take some away. And it's a perfect opportunity to share those learning and growth opportunities with your children. So if you're used to making bread once a week and that's part of your duties, then it's time to teach your child. I remember one of my sons was 8 years old when he became the family bread maker. I taught him how to make the bread. I supervised him and worked with him for several weeks, and then he took off. And he had some pride in making that bread every week for us. And he even entered a loaf of that whole grain bread into our county fair and won a prize. And so it not only gave him some very practical life skills, but it eased my load. And this can be done with all the household chores, the gardening, caring for animals, whatever else you have in your daily routine that you need to do. When one of my girls was a teenager, she took on the job of buying groceries for our family. That was part of her homemaking training that I felt was necessary for her to gain the life skills. And so she began doing the grocery shopping. And of course she had a budgeted amount of money and she had the menu plans, and it was challenging for her, just as challenging as for you and I as moms, to make that money stretch and to buy nutritious foods and to resist buying impulse items. And I don't think a better education could have been gained if she had taken a course in college about perhaps homemaking or financial literacy in the home, because she really had to learn by doing. So, Mom, you don't have to take the whole load on yourself and then add homeschooling. You can train your children in all the life skills that they so desperately need and ease your load and kind of work yourself out of a job. That's the point, is for those children to gain the skills, and teaching them homemaking skills is a great way to do it.